baby sister, Tante, Nene, Squeaky, Tiny, Red, Little Bit. The list is as vast as every woman in this world. Now, they played a part in starting their own kitchen culture sisterhood. The kitchen culture sisterhood, while not as prolific today, it still lives. You can find them every once in a while, thriving in out-of-the-way spots. If you find one, please sit in and join the conversation. I guarantee you'll be a better woman for the experience. Black women have been notoriously known for keeping an open kitchen. Their kitchens have been, and in some cases still are, the meeting place, the entertainment center, the beauty shop, the classroom, the counselor's office, and the only private domain of the black woman. In the kitchen, her word was law. No one dared open that refrigerator door with dirty hands. No lids were ever lifted off that pot without her consent. The floors were clean enough to eat off of, and the aromas from the boiling pots and hot ovens made one salivate like Pavlov's dogs when you got into the culture center. The kitchen larder held enough to feed an army at the drop of a howdy-do. Her shameless pride was a reputation for good-tasting food, and vast amounts of servants was where everyone got what they needed and more than they could eat. Most of all, the kitchen was the gathering place, a sort of culture center, if you will. When other women dropped by, it was the kitchen where they all gathered around the table to discuss any and all topics. Tips on child rearing, pregnancy, signs and symptoms, man woes, health remedies, recipes, and low-down gossip was swapped, improved on, or dropped from use. Laughter and tears mingled as stories were told, and reminiscing was shared. The kitchen was always the learning spot, teeming with life. Rapid, constant activity was the norm. Initially, the bustle would start an hour or two before the man of the house would get up to go to work, or the children had to go to school. Breakfast preparation, packing of lunches, minor preparations of dinner would escalate as household members got up to go about their daily activities. Always motion, always a symphony of sounds, chairs scraping against the floor, cupboard doors opening and closing, laughter, forks hitting plates, throats gulping liquids, women moving, turning from refrigerator to stove to table, never leaving anyone without a kiss or a touch, food served piping hot and in mass quantities, a true operatic ballet, and the woman is diva, prima ballerina, conductor, choreographer. Arias were sung, eat your food, clean your plate, don't spill your drink, you want more? Save room for dessert, don't forget your lunch, be home in time for supper, chew your food, and the heartwarming, I love to see you eat. From outside, the entrance to the kitchen was either the side door or the back door. Children were told to use that door to keep from tracking up the front room, as well as to be monitored by the women in the kitchen. Little noses could be wiped, dirt brushed off, clothes rearranged, squabbles settled, wounds tended, punishment meted, and rewards of food tidbits were rendered. Children were accounted for, shown off, nurtured, and they were loved in the kitchen. Kitchen cultures were the learning center and the rites of passage for the young black woman. Very young days were spent between listening to the older women talk and being shooed out of the room because little pictures had big ears. Yes, they were always exploring and unveiling the mysteries of the bubbling pots and heated ovens was generally the first lessons they learned. Learning how many pinches of this and how many handfuls of that what spices to use, how to chop, grate, whip, mix, stir, knead, flour, taste, and produce meals of the greatest taste and flavor. A little older, and the women learned about men and their ways, how to keep one, how to get one to leave, births, legitimate and illegitimate, and causes of death exposed for the record. Fashion and dress codes were discussed and set, home remedies implanted for future use, hairstyles embellished for the latest look. Finally, when the young woman passed the exam and graduated to womanhood, she would be accepted into the kitchen culture sisterhood as an equal. Her voice would be heard, her opinion nodded upon. The young black woman could look forward to having her own domain, her own group of counselors, advisors, and friends. Life took on a new meaning, self-esteem is planted, knowledge of womanly mysteries is hers to use forever. Fears of pending motherhood are banished, never to reoccur. Networking support systems are established, and never again will she feel alone. She is connected to all women by the thread of love that binds the kitchen culture sisterhood. Now, I'm not advocating that we run back to the kitchen, but we sure do need to keep that sisterhood going.
Thank you, Mother Joy, Mother Wick Halle-Berry. Stop. All right, our next group of awards are going to be Harriet Tubman Living Legend Economic Development Awards, and the presenters Linda Street and Aaron Robinson.
Good afternoon, everybody. I know we're kind of behind schedule, so I'm going to go through this quickly. I'm Aaron Robinson, the male version of Vanna White, so I've been doing a lot of clicking around the room trying to make sure everything was good. So just be patient with us and we'll get along, okay? So first person is going to be Leslie Smith Thomas. Whereas Leslie Smith Thomas's goal is to improve her city one lot, one building, and one improvement at a time. She mentors adults who are pursuing their own dreams of entrepreneurship. And whereas a board member of Alzheimer's and Dementia Services of Memphis Incorporated, Ms. Smith Thomas is a member of Public Policy Director and past Health Director of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women, as well as a recipient of its President's Award for Economic Empowerment. Congratulations. All right, our next person is Janice Gill Gray. Is she here? Whereas Ms. Janice Gray has received numerous accolades in recognition of her excellence as a professional and commitment as a citizen, including the State Farm's Chairman's Circle Award, Gold Honor Award, Juanita Sims Dottie Entrepreneur Award, Memphis Silver Star News Achievers Award, Sisters Network Memphis Volunteerism Award, Vanessa Rogers Long Humanitarian Award, Healthy Kids and Teens Stakeholders Award, and Reba Alman Award. And whereas Janice Gill Gray expresses her faith as a member of Parkway Village Church of Christ, where she works with the Ladies Ministry, congratulations. Okay, our next person we have is Belinda D. Tate. Okay, so we'll accept her word for her. So the next person we have is Mr. Willie Harper. Mr. Willie Harper is also part of the ownership group of Southbrook Town Center, which is repurposing the Southbrook Mall to serve as a beacon of African American business and a centerpiece for the Whitehaven community of Memphis. And whereas the son of Willie and Melinda Harper, Willie Harper is a graduate of Germantown High School and Tennessee State University. Congratulations.